plant friends. So I'm kind of doing a little houseplant tour for you today because I have some watering to do and I'm very overdue on it, mostly on my succulents, especially my smaller ones. So I thought I would just do a little bit of this today. So we are in my bedroom. I use wine bottles to water things, so there's no wine in it, but I wish there was. So over here I have two Phalaenopsis orchids. They are kind of an experiment for me. I'm not very good at orchids, so we'll see how that goes. This is a Xerographica air plant. It is a xeric air plant, so they like higher light and less water. However, I did just soak it today for maybe 10-15 minutes. Here are my Hoyas. So this is my south facing window. It's in a courtyard, so I get direct sun for a while, but not all day. So this is my Hoya DS70. It has a few new leaves coming out, and you can see that the new growth kind of has a little bit of a red tint around it. And when it gets sun stressed, it gets red tinting around the leaves, and the new leaves also come out pink. This is my Hoya Carnosa Crimson Queen, or Hoya Tricolor. I have some new growth here. The new leaves come out with some variegation in pink on there as well. I have a Hoya Carnosa or Hindu Rope. So this is a cultivated variety as well. It grows very slowly and the leaves are super crinkly. Those are those two. Sorry about the lighting. And this is my last Hoya for now. This is a Hoya Poobah Calyx. When the new leaves come out, these are also bright, like a dark red. Oh, I have a new leaf right here. So this is a brand new leaf. And this was just sold to me as a Hoya Poobah Calyx, but that made me think it might have been something different. It's just a Hoya Poobah Calyx. So let's go back to these two guys. This is my String of Hearts variegation. I did a video on it. And this is my String of Hearts seedlings. So I moved them to the south window so they would stop leaning, and they need a spritz. There we go. So I do that to make sure that they have enough water, and they'll dry it out as well, but this pot does not have drainage in it, so I spritz these guys. These guys I also want roots to form on the top, so I'm giving them a spritz. There. This is my Jade that I got from a friend that I used to sing with. This is my pepper plant. This is my Haworthia. I used to know the variety, but I don't anymore. It's very similar to aloe, but aloe only have the ridges on the sides, and this has ridges wherever it wants because it's a Haworthia. These are the some tomatoes I'm growing from seed. These are an heirloom variety, and they're in a tiny little terracotta pot. They're still standing straight up. As of right now, they're only getting about maybe 5 hours of sun a day, and they're doing okay. Some of these new leaves are drooping, so I know I need to water that. Let me bring in the big guns for that. So tomatoes do not like to dry out very much, and I did just water this guy the other day, and I need to up pot it, but I don't have any larger pots. So I'm just kind of watering it every few days a little bit. And I don't remember the variety, but it grows there, and it's an heirloom variety, and it has a shorter maturation date, so that helps with when you have less sun. And then I have tucked back here a bunch of little succulent propagations. So I have no idea what any of these are except for this fuzzy one here. This is the panda plant. And because these are in tiny little pots, I just spritz them like this to get directly to the root ball. Oops. Okay. So those are my bedroom plants. I have a Peperomia Obtrusive Folia out here. I repotted this. I have a time lapse of it. It's really root bound, and it gets a ton of light because there's a skylight over here, and it has some new growth coming out. So I'm pretty pumped for that. I'm just checking. Oh, I should probably water it. This is my living room. I just filmed a video in here, so I have kind of a mess on the floor. There's, say hi to Steve the Roomba. He likes to eat cords. So this is a snake plant I got from my mother-in-law. She has the mother plant at her house. And it's grown quite a bit in the last few days. I have my good old Monstera Deliciosa. This used to be a huge plant, and it got root rot. It was so weird how it happened too. Like, there was no dirt in the pot, and it was just a bad situation. So I chopped and propped it. This is Chia Pet Chewbacca. He is the stuff of nightmares. I have a snake plant, or mother-in-law's tongue. It's growing pretty well here. I know it's really backlit, so it looks bad. Let me back up here. Okay. So this is my snake plant. This is my black Cardinal Philodendron, and it's pushing out a new leaf here. This guy used to live in my bedroom, but it was not getting quite the light it needed. So this leaf might be a little small. So this is my Monstera Adansonii cutting. It has a shoot right there by my thumb. Oh, there you can see it. This is my Allocation from my first video. Look at that leaf. This is the newest leaf. It has pushed out, and it is huge compared to the other ones. It is double the size. Next is my Allocation Sabrina. This one also had a new leaf pushing out, and it's this guy here. It's almost it's at least, well, the old leaf is about a third of the size, or 1/3 smaller, excuse me. And they do come out like this. It will develop its variegation later on. And I have my Stromanthe Trio Star, which is facing the sun. I do have a time lapse of her, and I was thinking about putting that up. You can see some sad old leaves. These are from when I got her. The temperatures dipped below 40, and it was a sad thing. You can see my seeds. I'm just gonna throw those away. And my moisture meter, and my other air plants. So I have this little guy here. This is I think I'm saying this correctly. I could be very wrong. So this is a Ionantha Druid. I know I said Druid correctly, and it's starting to kind of blush in the very, very middle. So I've killed probably 20 air plants, and these are the 3. This guy, this clump, which I absolutely love, this clump, and then the one that's in my bedroom. This guy has been through the ringer. It's one of my favorites. All of the leaves are pointing back because he was in the window. I knocked him over at least 3 times. My husband knocked him over at least once. He's been through a move. Been a pretty traumatic life for this guy, but he has bounced right back. It's amazing. So sorry for the harsh light and the noise out here. This is my string of hearts, or string of pearls. This guy is in rough shape, and I just filmed a video about it. So I'm doing this instead because I'm not very happy with the video. So it'll take a while for me to edit it. It's in a terracotta pot, and it will dry out eventually. I have my other little propagations up there. This is German Chives. This is dead German Chives. This is my grow bag. I like this thing a lot. I'm not sure how it's going to work for the rest of forever, but I have a bush cucumber growing in it, and it's doing pretty okay. Bush cucumber has some weirdness there, but oh, the leaves are growing. I gotta look that up. So I have a bush cucumber here, sage, that is some cilantro, this is oregano, and some German thyme, some very, very sad lavender. Those are green onions from the grocery store. Those are some more tomatoes, and those are pole beans. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little houseplant tour. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot right now. I've actually gotten rid of quite a few because I'm very picky about what I bring into my house, and I want to make sure I can care for it. That being said, I really want all the houseplants, so I figured I'd start out with what I have here, and you can join me on my obsessive houseplant journey. So thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day.